Hi, this is Sunil Devsanchu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about my Power BI skills and my Power BI experience with one of the recent clients that I worked with, and I'm going to walk through the various components that we have used inside the Power BI dashboard. So I believe you already know that Power BI is a product from Microsoft. It's a visualization product. It's a data visualization product from Microsoft. Um, Product is somewhere related closer to Tableau and Lumira and other data visualization tools. SAP Design Studio or something like that. There are more visualization tools. So so there is a client called Cap Metro, which is based out of Austin. So Cap Metro was one of our clients. So we were given an opportunity to develop dashboards for them. So and we have integrated Power BI dashboards into their site, and then we kind of delivered this dashboard with a minimum amount of expenses. These are public dashboards since Cap Metro is a kind of a public transportation company, and they get the funding from the tax money. So the data that's you're currently looking at is it's open to all public. If you go to data.gov, you can find the data related to this dashboard published on the government sites. So I'll give a little more background about Cap Metro. So they are based out of Austin, Texas, transportation company. They wanted to measure how they are doing with respect to the various KPIs. They have requested our employer, who is prime vendor for Cap Metro, to develop certain Power BI dashboards and provide solutions for the problems that they have. They're kind of evolving data warehousing. They're kind of evolving into a data warehousing environment. So I am the sole architect and developer for these four different Power BI dashboards. Since it was a very tiny project, I kind of picked up as in my my short-term assignment. Then we kind of quickly wrapped up. So the one that you're looking at, in order to look at this dashboard, you can go to capmetro.org/dashboard, click on ridership, safety, reliability, and finance reports. So for example, I'm clicking on ridership dashboard for a moment. So these are not the live dashboards, these are the scheduled one. So it gets the data from extracts, so which is sitting in Microsoft Power BI service. So we don't have any on-prem server for this. So since it was a small effort and it's publicly available, the data is publicly available, we felt like we don't need to spend a lot of money. So we kind of quickly suggest that up to 10 GB can use Microsoft Power BI service. So what you're looking at is the various KPIs and the metrics that are related to the Cap Metro Ridership dashboard. So I'll talk a little more about technical things here. Like if you look at, you can toggle between these three buttons, month QTD and YTD. The numbers would toggle to a corresponding reference period, like month QTD, quarter to date, YTD date. And so the data goes up to the past 12 months. 13 months. So sorry, it depends on the dashboard. In fact, Ridership takes the data for 24 months, and whereas the other dashboards, the finance goes up to only to 13 months. Apologies. So this is the drop down slicer drop down that we have allocated on top of this drop down on this dashboard as a selection. So users can pick different months, and their services runs on different days. The services runs on weekdays as well as Saturday and Sunday. So it's basically, since it's a transportation company, they have a various services like bus, metro, express, rail, and then they have a different types of services like share ride and etc. So all these metrics, it's about ridership dashboard is about how many people have, how many rides have been shared, and not exactly people, how many rides have been provided to the public. And depending upon the each type of services they have on a high level, which one provides the most ridership, and what is my current value, and how is it compared to the prior month for the same corresponding month to the prior year. and this is like month over month. And then if you click on QTD, how is my current quarter doing with respect to the previous quarter in with respect to the prior year. So similarly with YTD, how am I doing with current year and then current YTD versus prior year YTD. So this is current, these are current year values, and if you could look at it, this is like a ring chart. And then what you're looking at here is the year over year trend. So for each month, uh, on each different month, how am I doing compared to the prior year, I'm sorry. So if you look at it, 2018 line is for the prior year, completed year, whereas 2019, we have not completed the year yet, so you could still see the partial plotted line. So you might be wondering that, hey, why did the graph started on October instead of January, right? So it should have been started from Jan, Feb, it should go until December. The thing is, the fiscal year, it's a fiscal year. The fiscal year starts from October. It's not based on a calendar year. So we'll have to start from October, and then it goes until September. So for the prior fiscal year, 2018 October to 2019 September. I'm sorry, the fiscal year is actually October 2017 to September 2018 compared to the current year. So that is what it is about ridership year over year trend. And also I've added some sort of toggle buttons here by mode, by day. What you can do is you can flip the same chart, look at the year over year trend, and similarly, so you have different types of metro services, right? These are the current values, but you might be wondering, how is my each service is doing in the last 13 months. So if you look at it, the gray one, Metro Bus, it's always the top in the list. So a lot of people travel through Metro Bus. If you just wanted to, if you look at it, this graph is really shady and you wouldn't be able to compare anything with the other graphs. This light blue bar, and I don't know which color it is, light green bar, you wouldn't be able to differentiate it. So what I can do is I can just go and uncheck the Metro Bus and also take out the blue one, which is a Metro Rapid. You would be able to see the proper distinguish between all of the three different graphs. So I'm just walking you through this graphs. You really don't have to listen to all this. You can skip for further few minutes if you would like to. So similarly, you have I've picked three different services. It tells you how we are doing, and also each service has a different routes. Just like the bus service going from airport to certain road, and then from there going to a certain roads. I believe you understand what is a route. So this is about top 5 routes for the entire month. You might be wondering, like, the colors might be looking very shady, and why is the background is kind of white color, not mixed up with the why is it not blended with the other one. I had to design this dashboard in such a way that the dashboard can be accessible to the people with the color blindness. And also one of the requirements that we were asked to do is be compliant with the ADA, ADA compliant, be an ADA compliant. So we had some challenges achieving that because Microsoft Power BI was not fully matured at the time. Especially if you look at some of the, I'll walk through what is an ADA compliant means, and also I'll walk through what were the challenges we had. So if you look at it, you don't have this sort of tab kind of filter in Microsoft Power BI. If you look at the tool, you wouldn't find that a thing by default. So you would have to go to an app store and then invoke some new visualization, new plugin, so that you would be able to achieve that, right? So this is something called Chiclet Slicer. So this is a custom visualization which was pre-developed by somebody else, and then it was published on Microsoft Power BI. So similarly, all the ones that you're looking at, all the other charts, those might be a custom charts, or some of them might be directly available with the tool. So I mean, when someone develops a custom visual, they might not have thought about, okay, so whether I am able to control the visualization with only my keyboard, whether the visualization that I developed does provide these features or not. can I change the color of it? Can I change the width of it? So when someone develops their visualization, they might not have developed it to the full extent. So there were some limitations when we used the custom visualizations. So that was the one reason why we couldn't completely achieve ADA compliant, because of the tool limitations. And client was okay after we explained like these are the limitations we have, since Power BI is still emerging into the market. So that's what it's about. So these are called quick toggle buttons, which you can do with bookmarks. So these are actually called bookmarks. So I've done this using bookmarks in Power BI, and with this you can toggle between too many charts. You can do a single selection, you can do a multi-selection. And the other one challenge we had with the older versions of the Power BI, these are not fully integrated, upgrade to the latest version. So if you see this is a single selection. Okay, we don't want client to be picking more than one. If one picks more than one, then it's an issue, right? So what we do is, we try to disable some of the numbers, and say we kind of wanted to throw an error saying that, hey, can you pick only one time period instead of one? So this sort of an issue was taken care recently with the recent version from Microsoft. They kind of added a patch, to this slicer in such a way that you can actually pick one single item from the drop down, which was not able to control in the earlier version. So that is something, a good enhancement. I was really hoping Microsoft would do it. If you look at it, Tableau already has this feature and functionality. I could talk a little more about it. I felt like the video is going to be too long. I'll quickly walk you through the other parts of the dashboards that I've developed. So this is a finance dashboard. It has revenue and expenses, and these are the expenses compared to the all different years, and then it has only time period as a selection. If you look at it, these are not very complex, but they want these dashboards to be kept very simple so that public can understand. So when we design these dashboards, we ensure that we don't use something like a scattered plot, a bubble chart, or something like that. Person with in layman may not be able to understand, right? So we wanted to keep it very simple. So this is a finance dashboard, and the other one is reliability. And also we have produced, I have developed all of these dashboards alone in just I think maximum of 3 months. So that's what it is. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate your time.